Hi, Ken Adams here, and welcome to Laugh Fest Pulse program. And I say that because we've been literally had to wait a few minutes to start the program because someone apparently said something funny. I know you've never had that experience. It usually comes when you have to make a speech or do something, right? Anyway, welcome to Pulse. This is one of my favorite times of the month, and that's when we get to hear about what's going on in Spokane from Kate Hudson. And we're going to talk with Kate, and she's going to come up with some things that I think are pretty interesting for the rest of this month. Next on the Pulse of Spokane.
To help you be safe, Washington state law requires you to call 811 2 full business days before you plan, for example, to dig, drill, plow, pull from, or pound anything into the ground. Be prepared to provide the operator with the correct address, cross street, and the description of your work. You must mark the dig area with white paint. The operator will inform you of the utilities notified of your impending excavation. Wait for all their marks. Be safe and dig with care.
Kate Hudson, how are you doing?
I'm doing really well, thank you.
Now I want to know, where were you? Because you usually come in on the first Wednesday of the month, and that was last week.
It was.
What's your excuse?
You are the problem, not me.
I get that a lot
You
at
were
home.
moving.
I get that a lot at home too. Okay, yeah, we were.
Yeah.
And I purposely, we've talked about this for several months. I purposely waited to the hottest day of the month or the year so
to
far.
move.
Yeah,
Moving is stressful enough. I can't imagine doing it in the heat.
it is. It is. Hey, what's going on? And you're bringing more items. You
Right.
brought the list in.
We
Now,
actually have things.
I have to confess that normally I take what you send in. Yeah. And I make it a little larger for some old people here to be able to read it on the air, right? And she sends it in 11-point font to start with, so I bring it up to like 18 or something, right? And make a copy for you.
Yes,
so it's
your
easier to
circle of
read.
trust.
I couldn't get it to work this morning, so we're reading off 11-point. And you know what you said, but now tell me about Kendall Yard's night market.
I don't have to pull this up close to my face yet.
Yeah.
Someday I'll get there.
Yeah.
But every Wednesday, Kendall Yard's night market.
Yeah.
And so tonight's the night. And they set up that main drag there through Kendall Yards. And it's a farmer's market. And the food trucks are there. And there's music. And rain or shine.
How are they doing this year?
I think they're doing a lot better than last year.
Yeah.
So I think they're doing really well. And it's so popular. It's a
Yes.
popular event. And it's lovely that we have it.
Yes. What a great place to go to.
I know.
I mean, and there are places to eat and all of that over there. So
Yeah, it's fabulous. And you can take a stroll on the Centennial Trail if you want.
Right.
And go look at the falls. Those are roaring right now. And
Yes.
just take in all that Spokane has to offer and
Yeah.
buy some fresh flowers and produce.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Farmers markets.
Yes.
What's going on?
I thought I'd wrap those into the Kendall Yards night market. All the
Okay.
farmers markets are back in swing.
Yes.
So this is wonderful news.
And most of these, including Kendall Yards, go through like the middle of September,
Yes,
don't they?
Yeah, they do. So we've got the Perry District Thursday Market is back in
Okay.
business. That's on Thursdays in the Perry District. The Spokane Valley Farmers Market is back at Center Place Regional Event Center, and that's on Fridays. We also have the Liberty Lake Farmers Market. That's on Saturdays. And in Spokane at Division and Brown, the Spokane Farmers Market is happening. And we also have the Hilliard Farmers Market. Emerson Garfield neighborhood has a farmers market. So you've got lots of options.
I like
all
that.
over the city.
I like that. Yes, you can almost go every night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah. Well, what the heck?
Why not?
All right.
I think you should make it a mission to go to each one
I
every
think
night.
so too. I think so too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. When people aren't listening to me joking around and doing my comic bit, what else is going on in Spokane?
The Spokane Comedy Club is in full
okay.
swing and back in business as well. And it's refreshing to see their events popping up on our events calendar again. It's been a long year, as we
Yes.
all know. We actually disabled our events calendar for a long time. So it's
Yes,
nice to see
yeah.
these events starting to trickle back in. So they have a full lineup for the rest of the month and all summer. But for this month, they still have Trey Smith, who is going to be doing his stand-up routine this
Okay.
weekend, starting tomorrow. And then Gianmarco Soresi will be here the 18th and 19th. We have Elliot Morgan on June 23rd and John Christ on June 24th and 26th. And they also host trivia nights.
Oh, okay.
Also, once a week. So
all right.
we
Are they
have
fully
fun.
open, or what is the status these
Well,
days?
we're still
50%?
under our restrictions, 50%.
Okay.
So ticket sales are limited. So if you are interested, purchase online in advance. You can go to our website and do that. We'll link you straight through to the Comedy Club's website.
Okay.
Or you can just go to SpokaneComedyClub.com and book your
Okay.
tickets. But
If you like biking around in our town, and there's a
Yes.
lot of bike routes and so forth, a lot of Centennial Trail, which is my favorite, and
Yes.
so forth. Is there a bike swap coming up?
there is.
Oh my gosh!
You could read the 11 point.
Yeah, barely.
The Spokane Bike Swap is back as well this year, June 12th. That's this weekend. So Spokane Fair and Expo Center. If you have a used bike that you want to change out, it's a great way to find something new to ride. You know, I know my kids grow out of their bikes quickly, and so
Yes.
it's a great place to go and find your kid a new bike.
Right.
So $5 gets you in the door at the fairgrounds, and then you can go and browse. And they have new merchandise. They have used merchandise.
Oh, fun.
You can bring your old stuff in and swap
Right.
it out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's always a fun annual event here in Spokane.
Yeah. I got to read this now. Riverfront Eats.
Yes, food trucks. That's back as well in Riverfront Park.
Now, how often is that
This
happening?
is once a week, every Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
All summer long, and the food trucks set up, and you can go and have lunch. It's just a fun little event. We also have Food Truck Fridays coming back and that's out in the valley on Sprague, so you can go eat some.
Otherwise known as FFA.
Yeah.
FFF. Food truck.
FTF.
FTF. Okay. All right. Yes. Well, so much for trying to be funny. That's why you should go to the
Then
comedy
go to the comedy club for
comedy
that.
club where you can hear real funny things. Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
I know.
Yeah, so we have that. And then on June 27th, I thought this was fun and something that you might be interested in, yoga and mimosas.
Oh, well, part of that I might be.
The yoga.
You're right. Yeah.
Ba-dum-bum. So yeah, this is at Brick West Brewing, which is on the west end of downtown. Fabulous new brewery. The Union, which is their new studio, is right across the street from Brick West, and they
Right.
have that amazing plaza right outside their business.
Yes.
And so they are setting up yoga mats, and $20. You have to be 21 and over, obviously,
Okay.
because there's alcohol involved. But bring your friends if you're 21 and over, and pay $20. You get a yoga class and mimosas. Maybe have a beer and some brunch.
All right.
Sounds like a fun day to me.
Yeah, it does. Isn't it nice to actually be talking about several things
Yes,
going on?
different
I
things.
mean, we've missed it, haven't we?
I'm
really?
not making up ideas of things to do outside.
I know you've had to be a little bit creative
I know.
to come in and, well, this could count as an event. Never
Yeah.
has before, but it does now, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you can still go outside and do fun things.
Yeah.
All the trails are open. The bike trails are open. We have such an
Well, and
amazing amount of hiking trails here.
and there
that
are
are
things like
wonderful.
the Indians baseball going
Yes,
on.
and they have home games all month long as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully by June 30th, we'll be 100% open.
Okay.
We'll hit that vaccination rate that we need to hit, and
Yes.
then we'll just be completely open and back in business.
Well, thanks, number one, for coming in today.
Sure
Number
thing.
two, for putting up with me. and we did miss you on moving day, but it was probably wise to go
Yeah.
hide somewhere else.
I have
think
no
your dad
desire
was-
to be
your
here.
dad was in town, right?
He was, yes. So
Okay.
it actually was great for me because I
Yes.
got to spend the afternoon with him. So yeah, and I don't want to get roped into helping you move.
No, well, we're not. We're in a 3.5-year contract here, so I think we'll be
Oh,
here for a
nice.
while. Okay.
Wonderful. It's beautiful. I love it.
It is, isn't it? It's kind of fun.
Yeah, I
It
like the
really is.
exposed brick.
Yeah, it's
beautiful.
It's fun.
Yeah.
We're still working on some lighting and things like that. I mean, welcome to moving.
Yeah.
You know, but we're getting there.
Perfect.
Every day a little better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All
I
right.
hope you find something fun to do.
Yes.
If
Kate
you
Hudson.
can't find something to do in Spokane,
Where
you're
should they
doing it
go?
wrong. VisitSpokane.com.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's
That's
so
like on
easy.
the web, isn't it?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called the interwebs. And VisitSpokane.com has an events calendar, and you can find anything you want. And I know we were talking about this in previous visits, but before COVID, in the before times, our events calendar would have hundreds of events
Yes.
that I would sift through to bring to you.
Yeah.
And then we completely disabled it for a while. And then for a while, there were maybe 1 or 2 events. And this month there were 89 events on the calendar.
wow.
Some of them are duplicates of, Spokane Indians games and
Right,
whatnot,
right,
but
right.
they're each. a
But at
different
least
event.
they're there.
They're there.
Now, all right.
So it was refreshing.
Good. Kate,
Yeah.
again, thank you very much for what you and all of your team do
Thank
at
you.
Visit Spokane, because
Thank you.
we know the impact. We've seen and felt the
Yes.
impact this last year, like you have, but of I wanted to say customers, but visitors and
Yes.
others coming to town, and that's starting to pick up again, isn't it?
It is. Our hotel occupancy rates have been rising.
Okay.
It's
And
not back
next-
to where it was, but we're getting there.
But 2022 is looking better.
Oh yes, we're on track to beat 2019 numbers for 2022,
Oh, wow.
which is wonderful news.
Oh, good.
We're excited about it.
Yes.
And that's a credit to our sales staff. They have been
yes.
busy booking
Yes.
and rearranging conferences
no
that were
kidding.
canceled in 2020 and 2021.
Who hasn't been looking for an eraser for the pencil,
I know.
right?
I know,
Yeah.
but it's wonderful. We have Hoop Fest on the books
Yes.
for September.
And we're Hooptown.
Pig Out in the Park is happening.
We're Hooptown now, right?
We are officially
Yes.
Hooptown yesterday.
Yes.
The Spokane City Council
See,
approved it.
I do know what's going
Yeah.
on, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good that you pay attention.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Rarely, but once in a while.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching the Pulse of Spokane. She'll be back here actually on the 30th.
Yes, to talk about July.
So you get a preview of what's happening Independence Weekend and so
Yes.
forth. And we'll talk about all that
Yeah.
on the 30th.
We will. Yes.
Thank you. Have a good day, everybody.
Well, this is Looms Day in Spokane. We got about 40 firefighters and their friends and family handing out 40,000 cups of water as the day goes by.
It's a very good opportunity to see the public and support them and help them out and cheer them on during Bloomsday.
It's one of the best things about Spokane is that we have these major events and the whole community comes together not just to participate, but to volunteer and show that they really care about our city and making our city look great.
This type of an event really is emblematic of Spokane because so many people get involved. We have 50,000 people probably running this race. Always has been a very huge event.
Right now we're at the corner of Broadway and Nettleton. It's the last water station before the finish, so people are pretty much dehydrated by the time they get to us. They really need our water.
The water stations are a vital part, especially on warm days like today. It's real important that we have the volunteers to help with that. Without the volunteers, Bloomsday wouldn't exist.
All up and down the course, there are people that are involved in this celebration. It really is a celebration of what Spokane's all about.
At Wendell, you are respected, you are valued, and we have an experience tailored to fit your lifestyle.
I'm Nick,
And I'm Gina.
and we bought 3 cars from Wendell Motors. Throughout the day, I just kind of would get updates, texts, phone calls, and I was actually really impressed with how my wife was taken care of.
People should shop at Wendell because they make you feel like family.
For your tailored experience, come see us at Wendell at the Y or Wendell.com.
Welcome to Apex Plaza, Spokane's one-stop cannabis destination. Apex Cannabis features thousands of economy, value, and luxury cannabis products. Cannagear features hemp-based CBD products, glass, goods, and gear. Stop by 1325 North Division to experience the Apex difference.
This product has intoxicating effects and may be habit-forming. Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment. Do not operate a vehicle or machinery under the influence of this drug. There may be health risk associated with the consumption of this product. For use only by adults 21 and older. Keep out of the reach of children.
When building a home or considering a major remodel, who are you going to choose? The Spokane Home Builders Association is an organization that works to elevate professionalism in the residential construction industry. We promote, protect, and educate for our community, building our community one home at a time. We are the Spokane Home Builders Association.
Thanks for watching. Ask the host a question, recommend a guest, or check out any of our other programs on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or SpokaneTalksMedia.com. Sponsored by Local 29 Firefighters Union, Well Dressed Walrus, and Homes for You.